don't know. I guess.
Okay. I don't have a problem with him. I mean, I've seen him. I really liked him. It's good to see him in something that's not a Star Wars movie. So I liked his performance in Black Klansman.
Yeah.
The Spike Lee.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Good. That was just generally a good film.
I agree with you, and now that you brought up Black Klansman, he plays a police officer. Yeah, he plays a police officer in this zombie movie also.
Oh, gotcha.
That's kind of funny.
That is funny.
There's a few like moments of overlap or things that are pointed out. I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
I am going to see it.
Yeah.
For sure.
What else has come out that you want to see? Harkins Theater in Chandler is doing this like matinee thing where they play kids movies. The only reason I'm bringing this up is I was just hanging out with my nieces again.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to go to Smallfoot. And I was like, oh, I never saw that. It's only $2. Maybe I'll meet you at 9:45 in the morning.
Yeah. There you go.
And my breakfast will be movie theater popcorn that I'll pay $8 for. So that cancels out the $2. It balances out the,
yeah. Yep. That's how they get you.
Yeah. I like it that more theaters have a bar though.
Yeah. Yeah, although 9:45 in the morning is a little...
a little too early.
I mean, hey...
Yeah, that crosstown traffic at 11 is going to be scary if I'm buzzed. No, but that was fun for Dead Don't Die. And then when I saw Avengers out in LA, that was good.
There's some things. I want to see Booksmart. I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
And there's a few things. The new Spider-Man movie should be out pretty soon. That Tarantino movie, the new Tarantino movie.
What new Tarantino movie?
Hollywood something or other. It's got Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio.
He loves Brad Pitt lately. And Leo.
But yeah, it's supposed to be really good. It got like a long standing ovation at Cannes.
Okay.
And that comes out end of July.
Okay.
I'm going to be in San Diego at that point.
Yeah. When you were a kid, did you ever go to those public pool, like float around movies?
Nope.
Like, oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite summer memories.
Yeah.
Jaws. Well, because I don't think we were even allowed to watch Jaws at home, but it was one of the pool movies. So we went and floated around on our little rafts and, like dared each other to dangle our toes in the water because we're all afraid of Jaws. Yeah.
Did what was it? I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't think Girls Rocket happened yet. You're wearing the T-shirt. How did that go?
Okay. I wish I could tell you more, but my lazy self only volunteered one day.
Okay.
And then I was in the process of moving, so that's my excuse for not going back. And I feel bad, but I had told them ahead of time I'm not going to be able to commit the whole week to. But it's a cool T-shirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I missed the showcase because I was up in Flagstaff for my doctoral classes.
Oh, so you don't know how?
I really don't know how. My friends that have children that participated said it was great.
Yeah.
And there were lots of fun, happy memories on Facebook and Insta. I am committing to the whole week in Portland, Oregon. In fact, the next time you and I would have been podcast recording. That's why I think we have to bump it back. But
I think we did.
Yeah, the second week of July. So I'll be a band manager. So I'll let you know how that goes.
Cool.
Also, it'll be cool just to be in Portland because it's already hot.
It is already
too hot here.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. It seems like it's stayed relatively mild for the time of year that it is. We haven't hit 110
until
yet.
this month.
Well, yeah, it's June already, though.
No, we've hit 110. We were at 112. Yeah, I think a week ago.
Really?
I mean, you can.
It didn't feel that way.
Fact check me on that, but
I can't.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not committed enough to do that. But it just, I don't know. It feels like it hasn't been. I mean, we're already almost into July, and it doesn't feel like it's been that horrible to me yet. I don't know.
I feel that it has been. It makes me feel kind of ill. I'm like the reverse of a bear. I hibernate in the summer. I don't want to come out at all because it's too damn hot. Since we're talking about live music and performance, did I tell you about partying in Prescott at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. A couple weekends ago, we were in Prescott hanging out with my cousins, and we went to just like bar hopped along Whiskey Row. And it was kind of an incredible experience because we went to like 5 different bars. Have you been to Prescott before?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a
times.
city with a population of like 44,000, and that would be including surrounding areas.
Well, and is that all year round or just
year round? So
Okay.
in the summer they get a lot of tourists.
Sure.
And there's a few really cute classic hotels that are like around the courthouse, like the Hotel St. Michael.
Yeah, I've stayed there actually.
You have?
Yeah.
And I have too. There's one off the path a little bit called the Vendome that's supposedly haunted, and it's just a really cute little town.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey Row's famous because it's Whiskey Row, and it's
Sure.
been the place where people go to drink since like the 1870s or 80s.
Yeah.
And bikers love to hang out in Prescott on that little stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we were with my cousin, and she took us to the Birdcage Saloon, not to be confused with the one in Tombstone, which is the really historic one, but the Birdcage in Prescott, which was in another location that burnt down in contemporary history, like recently, and then they moved it, but it's still on Whiskey Row. Anyway, this place was filled. We were the youngest ones in the bar, by far, like the youngest patrons.
Okay.
And we are all in the range of 39 to 45.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else was like white-haired. And I mean, I'm not knocking these people because everybody was dancing.
Sure.
And it was a cover band, of course. And they played Journey, which I was so burnt out on Don't Stop Believing, among other things. But then they played like really funny, like Prince songs, like the raunchy ones.
Okay.
Like, what's the one I'm thinking of?
I don't know, like Little Red Corvette.
No, okay,
Raspberry.
I'm spacing, but it's one that's like very
Cherry
sexually
Moon.
explicit. Yeah. And then it was really funny. So that was one of the places. We went to one of these places that was upstairs. They also had a cover band going on. It was like a theme of the whole town.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up at this bar. I should have probably tried to remember the names of these other places, but I don't. And it was like techno music, and all the kids from town who were wearing like, pop-up collars. So I
Yeah.
guess we're in style like 10 years ago.
Okay.
I don't know. And gold chains. And it seemed very out of character.
Like incongruous?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. For the rest of Whiskey Row that had these older tourists and cover bands. And then we wandered down the street, and then boom, it's like neon lights and disco ball and techno music. But anyway, that's the place that we did the most dancing, oddly enough.
Was the younger crowd or the older crowd?
That was the younger crowd.
Okay.
I thought that I lost my driver's license.
Oh.
It turns out it was in my purse the whole time, but I was like, oh crap, gotta drive back to Phoenix. And then I was like, maybe it's not so bad because I've changed addresses anyway, so I have to order a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ended up finding it. So anyway, my recommendations for summer partying is check out Prescott.
Yeah, I was thinking actually about just doing like a drive up to Flagstaff too or something like
Yeah.
that. Just someplace that's will at least be in the 80s or 90s
I have
during the middle of the
feeling
day.
you don't really care that much about celebrating, but what are you doing for the 4th? Anything?
We got a room at the Clarendon.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That'll be
So
fun.
we're going to stay there over the weekend.
Pool party.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So starting
Starting
Thursday night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Through
great.
Checking out on Sunday. Yeah.
Can we come visit you and crash the pool? I like that pool. It's small, but it's kind of nice. Don't hit your head on guitars.
She just will knock her head into everything.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Susu.
Hard
She's
skull.
kind of belligerent.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you want to promote or talk
I
about?
don't know. I can't think of anything. My brain's kind of fried right now.
Do you have any books coming out between now and the fall?
Oh, yeah. I guess there is. It's called Desert Fox by the Sea.
Oh, that's a nice title.
Yeah. It's actually, I have boxes of it sitting over there. I have to send 3 boxes to the distributor, and I have to send some to the author. But yeah, it'll come out actually July 26th. Will
Oh.
be the official release date. I don't know what's going to happen with it exactly. There's the author is in New York. I don't think I'm going to be the representative from HnR to go out there for this one, so which I'm fine with. But yeah, I mean, it's actually a really nice looking book. It's all of the characters, all the stories and poems are it's all women with diverse backgrounds, all dealing with some sort of kind of either physical or emotional hurdle or something that they're working out and overcoming. And
that's the thread.
Yeah.
That connects the story.
Yeah, and there
That's
are
cool.
some that are, some characters kind of weave throughout and reappear, and yeah, it's an interesting collection.
I'd like to check it out because I have a piece that I wrote last year that sounds kind of similar in theme, so it'd be nice to see. How do you ever take your laptop and go work in public? Is that a habit that you have?
Not so much with my laptop. I'll take my iPad. I've got a Bluetooth keyboard for that.
Where do you
I always
like to
take
work?
a notebook.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out summer spots.
It's been a little while. I just haven't had the time to do it, but I'll go to First Draft. If there's nothing going on there, I'll sit in the Commons area.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
work.
a good idea.
Because then you've got the books there and the bar, and
Yeah. All you need to be comfortable.
And
Wi-Fi, I assume.
Wi-Fi, yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's probably the place I go most often when I feel like working out of the place.
I like Giant Coffee, but then I also like all the libraries have Wi-Fi. I just discovered that. Yeah. So you can do Burton Bar Central, or like we live over here close to the Century Library. Although,
where is that? Oh no, it's over by like the Whole Foods and stuff, right? Over by the 51.
Fry's. Yeah, it's on Highland.
Yeah.
It's quiet in the mornings, but then they have sometimes they have kids programming, so sometimes that gets a little distracting. But there's also a place in the neighborhood that I like to frequent that I want to drop because it's my favorite place. I'm going to go there right after we wrap this up.
Okay.
And it's called Original Gravity. So they have a good happy hour. It's also on Highland, but it's on the other side of 12th Street. Like if you're headed towards 7th Street, and then there's Esso Coffee right next door to it.
Okay. I've driven past that whole corner many times, but never.
It's worth pulling in. Although
there.
the parking sitch is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I almost got blocked in last time I was there, so I'm not going to park in that same spot. But otherwise, the food is good. They have drinks, good happy hour, and free Wi-Fi.
That's nice.
Yeah. After traveling in Italy, I was like, I could just do this cafe thing all the time. Why do I just go sit in my house, my apartment, or my, I don't have to do that. I could change the scenery.
Yeah.
It might be okay. But, go ahead.
No, that reminds me, I've got, by the end of the month, I had wanted to, there's a publisher that's got their annual open submission period through the end of June. I've got to go back through a manuscript I have that I haven't sent out in forever.
Ooh, who's that?
It's 4-Way Books.
What kind of stuff do they produce?
Kind of not dissimilar from what HnR does, just poetry and fiction and creative nonfiction.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you know Sally Ball. She's one on the board for that. It's kind of an indie press, but a long established indie press.
Mm-hmm.
And I've liked a lot of stuff that's been put out through them.
Did you go to that thing? Was Jake doing it? The Piper Center Literary Listserv?
Oh, Listserv. Actually, like Phoenix Listserv. I did go to that.
Yeah, how was that?
It was good.
What do you do or discuss at these meetings?
Well, so this particular one was trying to, in the Phoenix metropolitan area, kind of have some sort of network and connection for writers and literary organizations to be able to connect and share resources and kind of have a way of disseminating information and kind of helping